nights. So I'm going to read the next 3 chapters, at least. I might add another one at the end. So I will tell you after the 3rd chapter. Okay, so chapter 5, Long Forgotten Feelings. Alucard's point of view. I could feel that she was happy here, but that made me feel better, in a way. She was even smiling and helping with Walter. She hasn't even cried. I don't think that I ever felt this good. It is almost insane, although it could be already. She is quite interesting indeed. She has proven that she can fight on her own. She might even be as dangerous as me. She is a distraction from my master, though. I shouldn't even be thinking about her. Integer was furious that we wouldn't get our usual blood supply for Police Girl and me. We wouldn't get a shipment for 1 month. That could be a problem. But there's always a problem. I guess I could do without blood for a while. Brianna's point of view. I have been feeling happy for the first time in my life, and I won't let anything in the way of that. Walter's been happy that I've been helping out. He was a bit surprised at first, but got used to me helping. Yesterday, I overheard Integer yelling at Alucard and Sarah's for their blood supply. She said it wouldn't come in for 1 month. I don't think that it could be so bad, but there will be Alexander Anderson and the Valentine brothers. This can't be good. I guess I could take one for the team and give them my blood. I might have to ask for Walter's help, though. I can't exactly take my own blood, so some help would be nice. I was looking for Walter when I spotted him. He was in the kitchen preparing lunch. I walked over to him and tapped his shoulder, which made him turn around. May I help you, Brianna? He said while going back to making the food. I heard about the blood supply, and I was wondering if I could give my own blood, I said, smiling. Well, I could make that happen, but how much do you want me to take from you? I would like to give 3 pints. That is a lot. Are you sure? Yes. All right, Brianna, what is your blood type? I whispered into his ear because it is very rare, and I don't like saying it out loud. He looks at me with a shocked face. That always happens, so I was used to it. He tells me to sit in the kitchen till he gets the food to Integra and comes back with the stuff needed to take my blood. I watch as he takes 3 pints of blood, but I soon get very dizzy. He gives me an orange juice and a cookie, which helped a lot. He brings 2 of them down to the basement. One is for Alucard, the other is for Sarah's. I knew that much. I just sat there for the reason that I didn't know if I could even walk. I put my head on the table and rested my eyes. Soon Alucard came into the kitchen, but I didn't notice. Brianna, are you all right? Alucard said sadistically, which made me laugh for some reason. I am just fine. Why are you asking me that, Alucard? I said with a smile. I just heard from Walter that you gave 3 pints of blood. It was really good, but it is very rare nowadays. And why did you call me by my name? You don't usually do that, he said with one of those smiles that you would see on an evil clown. I called you by your real name because you called me by mine. If you give me a nickname, I'll give you one. Plus, I already know I have a rare blood type. I see. I was going to ask him why he was being so nice to me, but I felt weird. Soon, everything around me turned black. Alucard's point of view. I was glad to hear that she was all right, but I didn't even know why. Could it be I have grown a heart for her? I guess I have. Her blood was different from the rest. Not because it was rare. It smelled sweet and had a sweet taste. That could only mean one thing. She is my mate. I have finally found my queen. Should I tell her? I was so deep in thought that I didn't notice that she passed out. I saw her unconscious from the blood loss. I picked her up and carried her to her room. I haven't been in there, but it had a black curtains, black rug, black sheet, black everything. I liked it. I guess she did as well. I put her down on the bed. She looked so peaceful. She started to cringe like she was cold. No windows were open, so I didn't understand why she was cold. I just laid down next to her, and she moved closer to me. I could get used to this. Chapter 6. The darkness devoured me. It felt so warm and relaxed. I haven't felt this way in years. I never really was comfortable, but right now was an exception to that. I guess someone put me on my bed because I could feel the sheets. My pillow felt different, though. It was warm and really comfortable. I could stay like this forever, but then again, what would Integrate say? I really should get up. I opened my eyes, only to find Alucard on my bed, asleep. He was so handsome. I could understand why many people adored him when they watched him. What am I thinking? He would never love me. Plus, why is he sleeping in my bed next to me? It could just be nothing, but it could be something. I'll have to wait and see. I know that I've always had a crush on Alucard, even from the show, but he would never love me. I bet he would rather me his toy, but even if he betrayed me, I wouldn't care. I couldn't stay mad at him. Plus, I love his attitude. He's very funny, which many people find annoying. He is badass, which is hot. What am I thinking? Again? Why can't I stop? This is bad. I have to try. I look at my phone and see it's 8 a.m. I sleep a whole day. This is bad. Not just your usual bad. I mean, that Integra will bury me till she is sure I made it to hell. I jumped out of bed and ran down the hall, passing Walter and Sarah's. I ran into Integra's office and looked in. What is it, Brianna? Integra said, annoyed. I'm sorry that I am late. I was cut off by Integra. I am well aware of your blood donation and how you passed out. Alucard informed us without missing a single detail. He said he would check up on you after the bloody mission, but he never came back. Have you seen him? She said with a smirk. I think he fell asleep by me on accident, and I had no intention of it, by the way. What mission did he go on? He went to Scotland and ran into that bastard of a priest. We were almost killed. He's lucky I don't impale him. Alexander Anderson, of the 13th District of Vitkan, Dust to Dust Anderson? Do you know him? I have heard many things and might have seen him, but not up close. He and Alucard are like magnets. They attract each other into battle, and they cancel each other out, leading into a draw. I take it that you got all this information from your world? That is correct. You have been expressing more of your feelings. Are you all right? This world has grown on me. I also have one thing on my mind. Does this thing have fangs, wears red and black, and is still a complete idiot at times, kills vampires, drinks blood, and created another vampire who won't even drink blood? Yes. Do you have feelings for Alucard? That is still being decided. That is all. You're dismissed, but you have to watch Alucard today. I knew she wouldn't take no, but I couldn't stop blushing. Is it that obvious? I don't know if he likes me or even loves me. It is true that I didn't really know yet. He could be hypnotizing me or tricking me. You can't even get under his skin. I guess I could try to forget about him. I do have to fight vampires, but that means tomorrow the Valentine's brothers are going to be here. This is going to be the death of me, but I don't care. At least I will fight alongside everyone. I spent the rest of the day helping Walter, who had many questions about me and Alucard, as well as Sarah's, but I answered without emotion, not because I was going back to the way I was. I was deep in thought, about how to not get myself killed tomorrow. I remember watching The Green Hornet and reading a lot of supernatural books. I could slow down my heartbeat and increase my adrenaline, but it is deadly. On the other hand, it will make me as fast as Luke Valentine, I hope. I suppose I'll have to try. It is not like I can run from this. I went back to my room to see Alucard sitting in a chair waiting for me. Why? This is not as creepy as many would think, but it looks like he's a stalker. Should I say something? Well, he is in my room. I might as well. Aren't you going to go back down to the basement, Alucard? Are you all right? I said in a truly caring tone. Brianna, I was merely waiting for you to come back. I had to make sure you didn't forget that you were to watch me. For today, he said devilishly, just like he usually does. It is 6 at night. Today is over, I said with a smile. It is over at midnight. We have 6 more hours. Well, you are right about that. I have an idea on how to pass the time. I didn't even get a chance to speak before he took my hand and pushed me up against the wall. He wasn't wearing his eyeglasses, so I could see his eyes. He looked at me like I was his next meal. I understand that he had been in a major fight with Alexander Anderson, and he was probably hungry. He grabbed my hands with one of his and pinned them to the wall. I moved my head so he could get to my neck easier. He grinned at this. He leaned down to my neck, and I could feel his breath. Why give your blood so willingly, my dear Brianna? He said, still near my neck. I trust you, and I heard about the mission, so it only makes sense that you would be wanting blood, I said, looking directly at him in the corner of my eye. He could tell this. You're smart, Brianna. Are you sure? I could turn you into my slave. I don't want that, and you know that, but I trust you. Even if you betray me, Integra, and everybody, I will always trust you. Not many think that way, my dear Brianna. I might just make this a regular thing, but I will be gentle. Do whatever you wish. I don't care if you are gentle or not. He then bit my neck, but it didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. I barely felt it when he broke the skin. I could tell he was taking his time. I started to feel numb, and soon the darkness devoured me. Alucard's point of view. Her blood was better than anything. I could feel my darling Brianna fall into the darkness. She really trusts me, and I don't want to make her like Cirrus. I realized that I was taking more than I should, and felt her heartbeat slow down. I stopped and saw how she looked. It was stunning. I took her to the bathroom and healed her bite marks. Many feel pain when I bite them, but she didn't. She is going to be mine. I couldn't help but to look at all of her memories. She had the worst life. I won't let anybody hurt her again. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I caring for this mortal? Am I in love? I know she is, but I don't know who. It's like she's blocking it. I guess I have to find out later. I took the unconscious body of Brianna and put her under the shades. I then headed downstairs to my master's office. She was still mad, mainly at the Vitcan. I hate them as well. When I walked in, Integrov, Walter, and Sarah looked towards me. This doesn't look good. Alucard, where's Brianna? Integrov said, looking angry. She is asleep in her bed, I said with a grin. We heard a loud noise, but we knew where it was coming from. It was coming from our room. Where were you most of the day? Master, I may have taken some blood from her, but she agreed to it. She's not dead. Well then, we covered one issue, but we have another. Another attack that needs handling. No. Do you like Brianna? She is cooperative, smart, and interesting. Another question. Yes. Do you love her? I might, but it is undecided. That was the same answer she gave us. She might love me. It is a possibility, but don't try anything. We don't have enough information to confirm it. With the added fact that you have now knocked her out, you are dismissed. I walked out and went into her room. Does she really love me? I might have found my answer, but this time I won't wait. I have to ask. I need to know, but now that I think about it, I do care for her. She does make me feel better and more alive. I do love her. What if she doesn't feel the same way? This should be fun. Let the games begin. Chapter 7? Yeah, Chapter 7. My blood is all yours. I slowly opened my eyes to see Integrov, Sarah, Walter, and Alucard hovering over me. I felt perfectly fine, but still, Alucard did look a bit concerned. Did I do something? Wait, Alucard had bit me last night. Did he do something to me? This can't be good at all. But I don't even know what it is going on. Brianna, are you all right? You seem pale, Sarah said, trying not to make me worried. But it didn't work. Alucard, did you turn me into a vampire? I said calmly and curiously. My dear Brianna, I did not make you into one of my Draculinas. We do need to ask a few questions, though. First, we need to know if you're all right, Alucard said, grinning while taking a seat next to the bed. I'm perfectly fine. Why do you ask? Alucard seemed to have had a bit more than he should have last night, Brianna. Your heartbeat almost ceased, Walter said firmly. I'm all right. You can all calm down. Brianna, did you let Alucard drink your blood? Integra said as sternly as ever. Yes. Are you sure? Yes. That is all we needed, thank you. Report to work in 30 minutes. Alucard, Watcher, just for today. Yes, me and Alucard both said. Alucard waited for me to get dressed outside of my room. At least he didn't kill me. When I was done, I put on my weapons and followed Alucard to the basement. I stayed out of it because I don't want to be in a place where Luke Valentine will fight him. I'm going to wait. Alucard didn't mind. After about 15 minutes, I heard a loud bang. I knew they had arrived. It goes without saying. I stood my ground and remembered the trick I forgot to practice, because Alucard incapacitated me. Soon, 4 men were with me, waiting for Luke Valentine. I saw Luke approach us, but that wasn't my main focus. I quickly erased everything from my mind and slowed down my heartbeat, and thought about my adrenaline increasing. I felt it work, and I knew it was. Everything was going in slow motion. It was cool. Luke had already killed the guard and noticed me. He ran at me, but I could see him running, but there was no flash of light. I must be going as fast as him. I shot him in the arm with my gun, and I hit him. He looked shocked, which was actually a great look. I felt my heartbeat increase, and everything came back the way it was. He kicked me through the hidden basement, and I gasped for air. He looked angry. That was my hint to get Alucard. I ran surprisingly well, with all the pain I was in, to Alucard. I found him, and he just looked at me. It was one of his pissed-off looks. He picked me up and sat me in the corner. He made his way to his chair and just waited. Luke came in and saw me with Alucard. It seemed to make him laugh. Why? Was Alucard rubbing off on me? I stopped laughing to see Alucard laughing as well. I was laughing because this man-whore will die, like the pathetic dog food he is. Alucard may have the same idea, but I am not a mind reader, but I want to be. Alucard's point of view. The pathetic piece of dog food is finally here. As soon as he walked in, Brianna started laughing. It was sadistic, adorable, and I loved it. I guess Brianna is finding this pathetic piece of dog shit funny. Why? Could she be thinking the same thing as me? Interesting. I stopped laughing and had a conversation with this piece of dog shit, and then we got down to business. I soon ended the fight and looked behind me to where Brianna is. She was standing with perfect posture. She seemed to be all right. What a tough little princess. I walked over to her and noticed her wrist was bleeding. How did I miss that? The sweet smell of her blood was amazing. I want her all to myself, but I don't want to force her. When I was about a few inches away from her, she blacked out. I noticed her heartbeat was slowing down at an alarming rate. I carried her upstairs into her room. I placed her in the bathroom and started to make sure she still had a pulse. She had no other injuries other than the one on her wrist. I looked at it even closer. It was deep and fatal. She had already lost most of her blood. She has a habit of losing blood. I healed it and placed her into the bed. I went back to Integra and the others. They were not in the best shape, but my master had been happy to see that we still were here. I had told her about Brianna, and she told me that it would be best to leave her alone for the time being. I told her that she could die overnight and that it would be best for someone to watch her. She told me that I was supposed to watch her, so I have to keep an eye on her. Once I got into her room, I sat down next to the bed. I couldn't help but wonder. Luke Valentine was extremely fast for a human. How did she survive? I guess in the morning I will pose the question to Integra. Brianna's point of view. I wake up in my bed. When I look to my side, I see Alucard, who is asleep in the chair. At this point, I am glad to have black curtains. I try to get up, but I feel someone push me back down lightly. It was Alucard. Alucard, what are you doing? I said, a little shocked. You are to rest. When you were fighting, you slit your wrist and lost most of your blood, but I healed it. I healed it, Brianna. You are to stay here. I will be right back, he said with concern in his eyes. All right, I say while staring at the ceiling. I stare at the ceiling, waiting for Alucard to come back, for what seemed like 10 minutes. I soon heard the door open, and I sat up, only to be pushed down by Alucard. Walter, Sierra's Integra had come in with me. I guess it makes sense. Brianna, it has come to our attention that you are hurt and had a large amount of blood loss yesterday, but we have one question that we can't solve, Integra said as she usually does. What is this? What is the question? Luke Valentine was extremely fast, possibly could run at the speed of light, yet you survived. How? I explained everything and how deadly it was. I even explained how I basically did it for the first time. When I was finished, they had the same face on, except for Alucard. He was laughing his ass off. I expected him to laugh himself to death. I didn't think being serious could ever be that funny. Alucard, I am being serious, and if you can't see that, then you don't deserve my attention. I was trying to help save the organization. I jumped out of the bed and ran out of the organization, without waiting for someone to answer. I made my way down to the little pond. I just stared at my reflection, and suddenly felt dizzy. I soon saw the world fade to black. It was calming, and I actually liked it. A mysterious woman covered in white with white hair appeared. She was so beautiful. Brianna, you don't have much time, she said while trying to reach out to me. Who are you? Why are you saying this to me? I said with a straight face. I am Clarissa McBride, and I am the first witch to ever live. I made a contract with Satan to be what I am. I soon created more witches, but I was burned at the stake at the age of 35. You are the next in line. You have 5 days till midnight to be out on this lake, but you may not make it. Before you are on this lake, your body will break down, and you will die. If it is just a chance, you must hurry. But you must hurry. Clarissa, I will take your advice, but is there a way I can live? You can live, but there is a slim chance. It would be quite painful. I don't care. I'm not afraid of death. But I won't give in so easily. That may be true, but do you have something worth fighting for? Yes, I do. What are you fighting for? Love. Who are you in love with? I am in love with Alucard Hellsing of the Hellsing organization. I wish you well. Love is something powerful, but it is also deadly. She vanished into thin air. It wasn't as creepy as most would say. She did have a point. If she was right about me dying, I will have to tell Integra, but that would be causing a problem. I have gotten hurt for long enough, and they don't need to worry about me. I have to do what I have to do to protect the organization. That was when my world started to come back to me. Alucard's point of view. I tracked her down to the lake again, but she was fast asleep. She looked so beautiful and serene. I wanted to take her right then and there, but I would rather her agreeing to it. I picked her up and brought her to her room. She is beautiful in her sleep. As I lay her down on the bed, her shirt slightly came up. That was when I noticed her scars. Her father and those pathetic excuses for humans are lucky I'm not in that world. I would make them pay for what they have done. She deserves to be happy, and I want to be the one to make her happy. I want to protect her from harm. I am in love with Brianna. She will be my queen. I was about to sit down to watch her when she started to wake up. Brianna's point of view. I woke up only to find Alucard carrying me to my room. Why does he have to torture me? Does he know that I love him? Is he doing this on purpose? There's only one way to find out. Alucard, what are you doing? I said in a calm voice. I was carrying you to your bed, although you do look delicious, he said, giving me a smirk as he took off his glasses. As he pinned me to the wall, I said, You only care for my blood. That is incorrect, my dear Brianna. Then why are you playing with me like this? He pushed me onto the bed, which was not what I was expecting. He pinned my hands with one of his over my head. I couldn't even get a chance to breathe before he pushed his lips on mine. It was my first kiss, but it was worth it. He tasted so sweet. He soon licked my bottom lip for entrance, but I denied, which earned a growl from Alucard. He slid his hand up my shirt, which made me gasp. He took the chance and explored my cavern. I broke the kiss. Why don't you believe me, Brianna? You will just break my heart. Why would you think that? I am your plaything of a human that you don't care about. I love you, Brianna. I love you too. I couldn't believe I confessed. I couldn't believe that he confessed. Before anything else happened, I ran out. I started crying. He can't love a girl like me. I'm useless, and I always cause trouble. I got all of my stuff that I created and ran to the nearest town and ran into an alley. I had enough resources, but they would find me, especially Alucard. But I have to try. They can't be worried about my problems. They have enough without me. Okay, yeah. I'm going to stop there for this section, or group of chapters. Alrighty. Peace out, Knights.